All right, students, drawing students, like I promised, I am now going to share with you several examples of drawing and 2D design sustained investigations and also share with you their scores. Before we get into that, let's look at a couple things ahead of time. Um, so the elements of design are line, shape and form, value, texture, and color. We have talked about those a lot. If you notice, it says design right there. Remember that design can be replaced with art. We usually say elements of art, but these are the elements. All right, so things from the AP rubric are integration of the topic of the concentration or investigation and the work presented. So don't make work that has nothing to do with the topic that you write about. Decision making and discovery through investigation. And we're going to spend some more time in the future talking about that investigation piece. Another thing is originality and innovative thinking. Um, Another is evocative theme that engages the viewer. So that is why we will talk about topics. I'm going to share with you a list of topics, and you will also discuss with me what topic you're thinking about doing, but you have a couple weeks before you have to decide on your sustained investigation topic. The other is understanding the use of digital or photographic processes. So that is for 2D design. Then growth and transformation. AP does like to see that you got better as an artist during the year. So that is why I will be documenting with you all of your pieces. When you finish a piece, always, always, always take a picture of it. Save that picture somewhere where you can find it and share it with me. If you have to revise a piece, let's say we critique it, let's say I critique it, and there are some things that you change, please keep the original photo of what it looked like before you revised it, and then also what it looked like after you revised it to show them that growth and transformation. They also really want to see technical competence and skill with the materials and media. So that, once again, I keep mentioning this, but make sure that you are using a medium that you feel confident and comfortable with. You can experiment for one or two pieces. I encourage you to experiment for one or two pieces, but for the most part, you should be doing a portfolio with a medium that you feel confident in. They also want to see appropriation and the student voice. So they're really, really, really looking for that you have your own voice and that you have your own ideas and that the artwork looks and sounds like you. And they're only getting that idea of your work as a whole and then also the writing that you do. But they know the difference between student work and then work that has been taken from the internet. So make sure that you have a clear student voice. You also want to make sure that you are not being cliche, because if you're being cliche, they will not feel like you have a strong voice. They're going to look at image quality, but that is really not something that should be a factor. And then they're going to look at your overall accomplishment and quality. A drawing, concentration, or sustained investigation, remember those terms are interchangeable, is identified as a body of work unified by an underlying idea that has visual coherence. So there are four major areas of concern: coherence and development. So is it a unified theme that goes together? And then the quality of the concept or idea represented. So is there focus and is there evidence of thinking? And by the end of this semester, you will have so much experience talking and thinking about this that you will know exactly what that means. And then they're looking at the degree of development and investigation that is evident in the work. They are now focusing on questioning, and so we will talk more about that when we get closer to working on our concentration or sustained investigation. And then they're going to look at the quality of work in both concept and technique. So once again, make sure you're using a medium that you are confident and comfortable with. All right, we're now going to get into portfolios. So I'm going to show you some drawing and some two-dimensional design portfolios and then show you the score. And then if you want to ask me about why particular ones made a particular score, we can do that over email or over Schoology. In the classroom, we will be discussing this as a class. So we have this drawing portfolio. It is done by a junior in high school. And if you look, here are the first two, third and fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. eighth, and this student made a 4. So if you look back at there, good technical skill, good idea, clear theme. And so they scored a 4, which is good. There are some areas for improvement, and so they did not get a 5, but that is fine. A score of 4 is good. All right, next we have a photography portfolio. This is done by a senior and it is a 2D design portfolio. So here is piece 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, and this one made a 2. So let's look at why this one made a 2. It has nothing to do with the subject matter. It has everything to do with the fact that this is very cliche. And the compositions, while a few of them are strong, several of them, like these, are not especially strong. Some of them, the color correction looks off. So if this is a photography portfolio, all those things need to be done well, and they're not done especially well. And this is overall just very cliche. This topic could be done in a good way, but it is not done in a very original way here. All right, this is a drawing portfolio by a senior. There's piece 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. What score do you think this one got? It got a 4. So this one, you can see a lot of growth. Maybe the first 1 or 2, maybe the first 3 were not a 4 level, but they definitely got there by the end, and most of their pieces were at a 4 or above towards the end. So overall, they got a portfolio score of 4. You get the average. All right, this is a senior drawing portfolio. Look at these pieces right here. It's 5 and 6, 7 and 8, piece 9, 10, 11, 12. What score do you think they got? A 5. And you can definitely tell that those are their original compositions, and they did defy the medium. Sometimes these look like photographs, but they are drawings and they are done exceptionally well. All right, here is another drawing portfolio by a junior, and here is piece 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they made a 3. I don't have all of their images, and it was actually brought to my attention last school year that a couple of those images, definitely the last image, is a stock photo from Pinterest, and they did not really transform it. So if you got caught with that, you would probably be in trouble. So make sure that if you are using an image from the internet that you transform it and it is not quite so close to the original photograph. This one, these pieces towards the end are very good. You can see a lot of skill, but if you look towards the beginning, there are some issues there with the way that they drew the figure, and so there's definitely some growth, and that's why overall they got a 3. All right, so here is a 2D design portfolio from a senior. This is edited photography, and if you look, there's piece 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They made a 3. So overall, this is a good portfolio. They really stuck to their theme and they made a great score of 3, which is passing. All right, this is a senior drawing portfolio. So if you look, there's piece 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, a detail of 7, and they made a 4. So overall, very nice portfolio, definitely follows a theme. All right, here is a 2D design portfolio by a senior. This is actually one of my favorites in the slideshow that I'm sharing with you today. So these are edited photographs, lots of layers. This one could technically be included in a drawing portfolio if you were trying to do a different portfolio, because it has the mark making with the photographs. Very strong sense of design though, and this one made a 4. All right, here is a 2D design portfolio. Once again, kind of fits in with the drawing portfolio. Don't think that notification's gonna go away. There we go. All right, so here is a 2D design portfolio that includes piece 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they made a 3. Would they have scored higher if they had put it in drawing instead of 2D design? Possibly, because there's a lot of good drawing techniques here, but the only design that I see here is composition and color, so maybe they should have put it in the other category. Now, if you're worried about which category to use, please do not stress about that because I will do my best to steer you in the right direction. We will talk about that several times before you commit to one test or portfolio over the other. All right, thank you so much and hope you have a good day.